What if I told you that the next big flagship from OnePlus might actually be small? Not just small, compact and ridiculously powerful, with a battery so massive it could crush your battery anxiety once and for all. That's exactly what early leaks are saying about the upcoming OnePlus 15T or 15S, depending on the market, and it might just be the most exciting compact phone we've seen in years. Here's why this is such a big deal. Compact phones have become an endangered species. Most brands have gone all in on giant displays and bulky designs, leaving users who prefer smaller devices with very few premium options. And even when a brand does make a smaller flagship, it almost always comes with compromises: weaker battery life, less powerful internals, or downgraded cameras. But OnePlus might be about to break that pattern completely. According to a reliable Weibo leaker known as Smart Pikachu, the OnePlus 15T is shaping up to be a rare combination, a compact flagship that doesn't sacrifice power or battery life. The phone is expected to feature a 6.3-inch display, smaller than most high-end phones today, and still pack Qualcomm's latest Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5 processor. That's the same top-tier chip you'd find in full-size 2025 flagships, meaning this smaller device won't fall behind in raw performance. But the real headline isn't the processor, it's the battery. If the leaks are accurate, the OnePlus 15T could ship with a battery rated over 7,000 milliamp hours. Yes, you heard that right, over 7,000. That's the kind of battery size we usually see in tablets or gaming-focused phones, not something with a 6.3-inch screen. To put that in perspective, the current OnePlus 13T already surprised everyone with a big 5,850 milliamp hour battery, and this would be an even bigger leap. If OnePlus pulls this off, it would be a game changer. One of the biggest trade-offs with compact phones has always been battery life. Smaller phone, smaller space, smaller battery. That's been the rule. But a compact phone with 7,000 milliamp hour battery flips that expectation on its head. It could mean 2 full days of use for many people, maybe even more with the power efficiency improvements in the Snapdragon 8 Elite Gen 5. And when you pair that with OnePlus's famously fast charging speeds, you're looking at a device that's not just smaller and more comfortable to use, but also practically impossible to kill in a single day. There's more. The leaks suggest the OnePlus 15T could feature a metal frame, which would give it a more premium build, and multi-function buttons that might be customizable, possibly doubling as shortcuts for the camera or even AI-powered features. And speaking of upgrades, it's rumored to include an ultrasonic fingerprint sensor instead of the optical one used in the 13T. That means faster and more reliable unlocking, even with wet fingers. It's a subtle change, but one that really improves everyday usability. Of course, OnePlus won't have the compact flagship space to itself. The iPhone 17 base model, the Pixel 10, and Samsung's Galaxy S26 Pro are all expected to compete for that same crowd. But if the 7,000 milliamp hour battery rumor holds true, OnePlus could have a major advantage right out of the gate. None of those phones are expected to get anywhere close to that battery capacity, and for a lot of users, that could be the deciding factor. And honestly, that's what makes this leak so exciting. Battery life is one of those features that doesn't always sound flashy on paper, but it fundamentally shapes how we use our phones. It's the difference between stressing about whether you'll make it to the end of the day and just using your phone freely without a second thought. Combine that with a comfortable size, top-tier performance, and OnePlus's famously fast software focus, and the 15T could hit a sweet spot that almost no phone has nailed in recent years. We should remember, though, that all of this is still based on leaks, and while Smart Pikachu has a decent track record, nothing's official until OnePlus says so. It's also unclear if 15T will be the final name or if the phone will launch as the 15S in certain regions. But if even most of these details turn out to be true, this could be one of the most interesting releases of 2025. Personally, I think this could mark a turning point. For years, the conversation around flagships has been about pushing bigger screens and more powerful features, even if that meant compromising portability and comfort. A phone like the OnePlus 15T shows there's still room for a different kind of flagship, one that's compact, practical, and designed around the things that actually make a difference day to day. If OnePlus really delivers a compact phone with 7,000 milliamp hour battery, top-tier performance, and a refined feature set, it might not just be the best compact phone of the year. It could become the flagship that finally ends the big phone versus battery life trade-off altogether. And that's something a lot of people, myself included, have been waiting for. What's your thoughts on this? Let me know in the comments section. See you in the next video. Take care.